Yeah. Welcome, welcome. So glad that you're here. We're going to take a seat. And if you have something comfortable like a blanket and some blocks would be super handy. If you don't have blocks, anything that is supportive in nature would be helpful. And of course, everybody has a blanket or a pillow. It's just really nice to have a comfortable seat when we're starting or beginning our practice. We'll take the spine in its mobile direction, starting with flexion and extension. Inhale, pulling the shoulders back. You just open the heart and chest. The clavicle moves away from each other, and then exhale, draw back. Inhale, open, and exhale. Little connection to the belly as well. So the movement is more at the pelvic floor or the pelvis bowl, not so much the head. So see if you can actually just remain very calm and still in the head and make your movements more open and closed through the body, the spine itself. And then we'll come forward. Inhale, exhale with that. Inhale, draw the breath to you, metaphorically. Exhale, push it away. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and then we'll speed it up. 10 of these. Two more. Last one. Bring it in, exhale the air out, and reach the palms overhead. So we're interlacing the fingers and extend one side and then the other. So you feel like you're growing out of the waist, essentially, what it feels like. Drop the right hand to the floor, leave the left arm up. We'll take a big side flexion. Inhale, come back to center. And let's go over to the left side, side flexion. Inhale back to center, and we'll continue through these movements of the spine with a spin. We're taking it to the back wall. Only the head comes forward as you inhale, and then as you exhale, we stay in the twist and move the head back. Twice more. Inhale, moving the head forward. Exhale, moving the head back. Once more. And exhale, full range without force. And then inhale, come back to center. And let's interlace the fingers again. Take the palms upward. So we're, in essence, getting very long in the side body. And this month is all about the dance. The dance you're taking, the dance between the fall and summer and fall change. Exhale, let's twist over to the left now. And whatever dance you're doing as far as life is concerned, I'm sure we all have certain navigational things that we're working on right now. We'll bring the head forward and then take the head back on the exhale. Inhale, it's forward, and exhale, the head turns back. One last time. Exhale. So it's a gentle, deeper twist on the exhale, and we'll come all the way back to center. Bringing the arms tall. Exhale, take them back to the earth. Inhale to the sky. And exhale back to the earth. One more time. It's always nice to do things in threes. And exhale. And then take the shoulders and roll them forward, up, back and down. Again. And one more time. And then let your palms rest open on the knees with your pointer and thumb together in Yana Mudra. And an upward turn hand is Chin Mudra. Soften the eyes and even close and draw inward to set your intention for the practice. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe you just want to clear your mind. So you leave work at work and you have an evening to really spend on yourself, the inner vessel, or perhaps just gain some clarity, purposefulness around your tomorrow. Whatever it is, set the intention. With dancers, we're going to have a lot of purpose and grounding and work the core central area of the body today. Our dancers will be baby dancer today since we're mostly going to be on the floor. So let's take the head and tilt it over to your right shoulder. We're doing a lot of neck and shoulder opening right from the get-go, so we can feel more prepared. Take your left hand out, fingertips to the floor. The right arm is going to come up and over, settle right below the ear, and then press the head into the hand to stretch and elongate even more powerfully, opening. Full breath in and full breath out. Gently bring the head back to center. Chin to the tucking in to the chest. Exhale, inhale, lift the chin to the sky. Before we go to the second side, let's realign the spine and the neck. So it's neutral. One more. And bring the head center, tilt the ear to the left. Your right hand out to the floor. Pause for a breath and then take the left arm up and over. You're clasping the ear and then pushing the head up into the hand to make this extended feeling versus compression. So we don't want to put a lot of weight on the head. And as you release it, help the head back to center by bringing the hand around. And then we'll just take a little figure 8 on the head. See what kind of motion you get out of the head. We'll bring the head and let it stay still. And take only the eyes up to the sky, down to the floor, up to the sky or ceiling, down to the floor. Another one. We'll do 5 total. Inhale, looking up, exhale, looking down. Inhale, looking up and down, and then come to center and rest the eyes. Rest the forehead. You're going to feel a little wrinklage there because we're trying hard to keep the head centered, not moving, only the eyes. This is integral yoga. And in integral yoga, it's a style. We're always working with connecting the nervous system with the optical movement. It can help us reconnect left and right hemispheres of the brain. So let's open the eyes again, look to the right without moving your head. Look left, look around to the right again and to the left. So it's not very fast, going side to side, and maybe you're spanning the room. I've been practicing this all month, so it's getting a little easier for me. I started with the finger, following the finger, because it made it a little smoother. You can also try that. Bring your gaze back to center, rest the eyes for a breath. And then opening the eyes, look up to the ceiling, around, we'll take it in a clockwise movement, all the way down to 6 o'clock, 9, and then 12. Keep moving in that circle 5 times in one direction, so clockwise. And if you'd like to use the finger, I'm not mirroring you. I'm actually going clockwise myself. So it looks like counter to you, but I'm going clockwise. One more time. Hold at the top, bring your gaze to center and rest the eyes. And we'll take the last set, circling in the opposite direction. We're starting at 12 o'clock and going to 9, 6, 3, and every number in between. See if you can look at all of the numbers of the clock as you circle the eyes. 2 more times, I think. Not blinking, keep the eyes open. And then bring the gaze back to center and rest your eyes. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's take the legs forward and shape just a little bit. Feet side to side. And then circle the ankles. And I'll just move this way so you can actually see my feet. I'm circling the ankles, and the knees are going to circle as well. And then we'll move that in the opposite direction, or switch directions. Sitting up nice and tall. Then we'll come to a reverse table and working both sides of the table. So we'll start with the knees bending, the hands at the hips, fingertips facing outward. Pull the elbows behind you, like there's a little squeeze. Squeeze all the way up to the shoulder blades, press the heart forward, and lift the sternum. Even take your gaze upward. As you exhale, press the feet into the earth and lift the hips. Inhale, hold here, big nice stretch for the bicep. Exhale, let's bring the hips back to the floor. Soles of the feet together, draw one hand and then the other to the ankle, lift up tall. And then exhale, make it small as you move forward. In flexion, hold here. 3 breaths, sounds like a good number. 1 more breath. And bring it back to center. We'll take the knees back to parallel, so the feet are flush to the floor, hands behind the back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lift the heels. So we're going to come through these 2 postures in a flow. Exhale, release the hips to the floor. Bring the soles of the feet together. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, flex forward. No hold. Inhale, lift back to the extended spine. Exhale, knees parallel, round back into flexion. Inhale, kickstand the hands into extending the spine. Exhale, lift the hips and draw the knees forward as the chest comes back. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hips to the floor. We'll take this 1 more time. 3 is the charm. Hands on the ankles. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, straight spine, vertically. We're getting a little deeper each time. Exhale, round. Inhale, kickstand the hands behind. Shoulder blades on the back. Press the hips up, heels into the mat. Inhale, hold. And exhale, lower back down. We'll cross the ankles and bring your hands forward. Now, onto hands and knees. Press back, turn the toes under. We're going to sit back on the heels. Keep your fingertips onto the mat, and we're going to lean forward slightly. Flip your right hand around and press it down. And it's a slight bend in the elbow. Grip the floor strongly with the pads of the fingers. We're stretching out the wrist. And release that. Shake out the wrist. Let's go to the second side. So flip the left fingertips around. Press the palm to the earth. Grip the pads of the fingers into the mat. And a slight bend in the elbow. Breathe in, breathe out. And then release it back and shake both wrists out. We're in screaming toe. So if you're actually back on your heels, your feet are going to get a little opening through the sole of the foot, and it may or may not feel that great to you. Let's see if we can hold it for one more breath. And then plant the hands. You come off the toes. Gently pat the tops of the feet to the mat. That feels a little better. And then stretch the right leg back and lift the leg so it's hip height. We're going to firm the belly up into towards the spine. Hold here, and then draw the knee in towards the forehead on the exhale. Inhale, re-extend just the leg. Exhale, tuck and touch knee to forehead. Inhale, extension, and exhale, flexion. One more time. And bring the knee to the earth. We'll go to the second side. Left leg elevates. Inhale, exhale, bring knee to forehead. Inhale, extend. Exhale, connect, knee to forehead. Inhale, extend once again. Exhale, connect. And the last time, reach it all the way forward and back. And then the knee comes gently to the earth. We'll go back to the first side. Right leg, this time we're going to extend the left arm and take a sequence here. Bring elbow into knee and touch. Inhale, reascend. So we're working some core elements here. Tuck and touch. Inhale, extend again. Exhale, tuck and touch. Inhale, extend, now hold. Hamstring curl the back leg. Now reach the arm around in a bright rainbow style. Catch the foot. Push the foot into the hand. Your standing arm hand has a lot of grip. When it's very strong and not hyperextended, lift the navel towards the spine, open the heart forward, and take your gaze out in front of your mouth. One more breath. And then release the hand and the foot. Extend it forward and back. We'll drop the right toe to the ground. Press your left hand. Kickstand and then push the floor away. So now we're coming to side plank. The right arm is going to reach all the way up to your bicep by your ear. And stretch the two in opposite opposing directions. Should feel really good. Hold 3. Hold 2. Bend the elbow. Take the hand behind the head. Press 1, 2. One more breath, and then release the hand. Let's bring the leg up, reach around and clasp the top of the foot and press the foot into the hand. So we're doing a second bow. This time it's same hand to foot. Hold 3, hold 2, hold 1. Watch carefully, right leg comes back. We're going to keep it elevated. So when you square the hips and square the shoulders, you stand up, left foot comes back around. Tuck your hands underneath you. Put the weight into the arms so you can take it off the knee and come into a 3-legged down dog. Rotate through the ankle, your right side, and step the right foot all the way through to the top of your mat. Lower the hips gently towards the floor. Inhale, raise the hips away from the floor, and this is where blocks would be handy. Lower, inhale, lift, exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower, and then we'll step the right leg back to meet your left. And a downward facing dog. Inhale, come to the top of a push-up. Exhale, bring the knees to the floor. And we're going to do chest and chin in a style called Ashtangasana. So your hips float up, the navel tones, and then as you bend the elbows, you bring the chest forward so it's even with the thumb. The chin is lifted, we have a float. Then release the hips and come into a low cobra. Voila. So it's a kind of a different move. And then press all the way back into a downward facing dog. Left heel presses down as you bend your right knee. Inhale, exhale, hold. And then switch to the other side. Inhale, exhale, pause and hold. Inhale, switch, exhale, hold. Inhale, switch, exhale, hold. And then bend your right knee, bringing it all the way to the floor. Lift the left leg, right arm. Inhale. Exhale, tuck and touch, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. So now we're on the second side. Yes, tuck and touch. Inhale, extend. Keep the breath full, deep, long, connected. Last one here. Bend the back leg, reach around and clasp the top of the foot. Now we're going into bow pulling pose. Opposing hand and foot, so they're opposite. Right arm, left foot, press it up. Take the chest forward. Holding for 3. It's already 2 full breaths, 1 more. And then extend the leg back. The right arm comes forward. We're going to touch the earth. The hand and the foot kickstand your right foot. And now I'm not going to be facing you, so we're on the side platform again. Left arm comes up, all the way in front, over the head in a big side body long stretch. Draw the low belly in and reach into the earth and the fingers over. Then the elbow, tap the back of the head and press the head into the hand. Holding for 3. Big, long, deep breaths. 2. You really want to get the chest to open up. 1 more breath. 1, release the hand, bring it up. The leg off the ground, bend the knee. And now we're going to catch left hand, left foot, and bow pose. Dhanurasana and a half upright movement, so it's a little different. Push the foot into the hand. Lay the head back as if your hand were behind it again, and pressing. And then tone the navel, draw the ribs in slightly. Full, deep, long breath. And then release the leg. Hand comes to the earth. We're going to pivot the knee back around. Shift the weight so it's more into the hands, and then you can push off, up and back into a downward facing dog. 3-legged, with your left ankle rotating around in a circle. Reverse that action. And then step all the way forward, coming to a low lunge. Hips lower towards the floor. Inhale, raise the hips. Exhale, there's no reason to be jerky about this. Smooth move. Use the blocks. So when you feel compressed or torqued in any way, or pain in the knee, anything like that, that is the time to use the block. So last one here. And then step all the way back to a downward facing dog. Nice. Press the heels both to the floor. Stretch it all the way out. Inhale, come into a high plank. And let's take that move called Ashtangasana again, 8 limbs. So your toes and your hands are 4 limbs. Your knees are 2 more, that's 6. And then your chest and shin touching the earth are 2 more, that's 8. Ashtanga. Inhale, low cobra. Ashtangasana is the 8-limb pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. And we're going to walk the hands up to the feet. Let's see, I'm sorry, we're going to walk the feet up to the hands. Take a wide stance with the feet and come into Malasana. Right here. The hips lower, the hands are at the heart center. And I'm preparing you for a standing balance that we'll do a little bit later. So we're going to take a seat on the floor and lying down, bring the left knee up into the chest and the, right knee. The left knee draws to it. So we're making a figure 4, essentially. And then what we'll do is bring the elbows up and make a crunch so that they're on the shin. And the hands are forming a box, framing the head, essentially. And then wrap your pinky toe around the elbow, and then see if you can hold the knee there as you extend the leg out. And then bring it back in, and extend it out, and bring it back in. Lower the head, and release the foot back to the floor. Unwind, stretch the arms out. Inhale, exhale, take the left ankle over the right thigh, and bring the knees towards you. So we're familiar with this posture. This is eye of the needle. We're threading one hand through, and this is going to be the alternate pot move. So if you want to stay here, perfectly legit to stay right here. Okay, if you want to follow me and take this up in a more challenging way, we'll wrap the foot around the elbow. The hands are steady in more of a chaturanga position. So the elbows are bent, and look like this, parallel to each other, wrapping through the shin and the knee, and then we'll hold the elbow and the foot together as you extend the opposite leg out. Bring it back in. And this is, release it back to the earth. The torso and the feet coming all the way down. Okay, nice job. Let's sweep the legs forward and back, rounding it through the spine and giving your spine a little love. Cross the ankles and take it to a forward fold. Uncross the ankles. Inhale with the blocks, handy. We've got that. Exhale, bring it down and in. Nice. Soften the knees. Take your hands to the knees and lift the head above the heart. Pause for a moment, and then tuck the tailbone and round all the way up to standing, making sure we don't pass out, so we're all good. Yeah. All right. You can chime in the chat box if you'd like, and or take yourself off mute if you have questions. All right, thank you. So let's stand at the top of the mat and move through some Sun Salutations here. A little more rigorous pace since we're warmed up. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale to a forward fold. Inhale, step the right leg back. This is going to be Anjaneyasana, so the back knees to the floor. Lift the heart forward. Inhale. Exhale, step back with the left foot, face to right, downward facing dog. Inhale to the high plank. Exhale, Ashtangasana, chest and chin to the floor. Alternatively, if that's not possible, do your best. That chest and chin can hover above the earth. Let's go back to downward facing dog. Lift the right leg to the sky. Inhale and step all the way through to low lunge again. Back knee to the floor. Inhale, raise the sternum. Looking forward. Exhale, push off with the back foot. Step forward. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, full forward fold. Uttanasana. Inhale. Come all the way to standing. As you press the feet into the floor, palms come together overhead and then to your heart center. Let's take that one more time. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. This time, lead with the left leg stepping back and the knee coming to the floor. Hold as you lift the chest forward. Exhale, stepping back, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Or you can take a chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg, inhale, step through. Anjaneyasana again, so that's a giant step forward. And if the leg doesn't come all the way forward, you can help it. You can help it forward. So you just lift or use your blocks. Now we'll push off with the back foot, step forward, inhale. Ardha Uttanasana, it's a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way to standing. All the way up. Arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Okay, so we're going to add on a little bit. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step the right leg back. This time we're going to spin the heel to the floor, come into a side angle. Reach the right arm all the way overhead. Here, plug the shoulder blade on the back and find that huge diagonal line from the tips of your finger all the way out to the outer edge of your foot. One more breath. Side angle. Now push through the feet. Hug the inner thighs and come into warrior two. Steady the arms, turn the palms open. Exhale, reach over the head into a reverse warrior. And come back through warrior two. Straighten the front leg just for a little rest, a little break with the leg, and then we'll bend it forward again. Bringing the hands behind the base of the spine. Interlace the fingers and drop the knuckles down. We'll take a bow forward towards the diagonal of feet and legs. Stay in that warrior two stance. Alternatively, you could bring the shoulder to rest on the thigh. Okay? Or the hands coming out. That's already 3 breaths. Let's everybody bring the hands to the floor, walk them forward, and then shift the hips back so you get a deeper understanding there in the thighs. Walk the hands back to center, over to the left foot, and step all the way back into a downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale, low cobra. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. I'm going to take the right leg, sweep it up, bend the knee, and this time we're going to hold or pause here for a moment with an open hip. Keep the left side body long. There's always that temptation to compress in the left side. And keep that long as you rotate through the ankle, let's step all the way through. And then we're going to push off with the back foot and step the back foot in to meet the front. Inhale to a lift. Exhale, drop in and down. Inhale all the way to standing. Reach to the sky, palms together, and exhale. Bring the hands to the heart center. Let's take a breath, and then we'll go to the other side, the same sequence. Release the arms, inhale, overhead, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step the left leg back, spin it, heel to the floor, side angle. So I'm bringing the forearm to the thigh. If you want to choose to bring the hand to the floor and keep it there, you can. I'm going to sweep the left arm over the ear and really elongate. So the side body feels super open. My quad is super on fire. And this is not a super easy posture. I'm going to press into the foot and then bring it all the way up. I have that same bend in the front thigh. I'm burning out the thigh. And then reverse the warrior. Come back through side angle. Straighten the front legs. We give our leg just a little break right there, happiness. And then bend again. Take the hands all the way behind. Interlace the fingers. And draw the knuckles down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bow forward. Holding 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands to the earth. Hold 3. This is like a downward facing dog, but we're in a warrior two stance with the legs. So one more breath. And walk the hands around to flank the foot, step back, and we're in our downward facing dog again. Oh, that's nice relief. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, bring the knees to the floor, chest and chin. The earth, inhale, low cobra. And then exhale, all the way back into a downward facing dog. Inhale with the left leg to the sky, bend the knee, and open the hip. Step all the way through, left foot forward. Now your back leg gonna step in to meet your front. Inhale to a full tabletop. Exhale, drop it in and down. Inhale, come to a full standing position. Palms together, and then exhale, keep the hands to the heart. Okay, so a little prep for dancers pose. We'll shift the weight to the left leg, kickstand the right leg, place your left hand on the waist, and draw the heel towards the glute, dropping the knee towards the floor. Now, this is a quad opener. You can see from the side, my heel's coming in. I'm really pressing it strong. I'm gonna open that shoulder. So shoulder blades on the back, and then if you like, take the opposite hand around and catch the foot. Now, both hands, and we have this balance challenge as well. Hold 3, hold 2, it's all overhand grip, back. And hold 1, and then gently release. It comes back to the earth, shake it out slightly. And then we'll go to the second side. I've got 2 big bucks in the backyard, and I think they're locking horns. I think they're having a little go at it in the backyard. All right, so second side. They're taking my attention away slightly. So you're gonna bring now the left heel towards the glute. And have an overhand grip again. Bring the heel in. Drop the tailbone. So you're gonna really firm the low belly. And that's gonna open up the front channel even more. Hands to the foot. Pull gently in towards the glute. Hold again. Full big breaths in, full big breaths out. And then you'll gently release the foot and bring the feet to the floor. Shake the hands out. Now, this next one, you'll need either a chair or the wall. So I'll show it with the chair. And if you have a wall, that's perfectly legit. I don't want to be turning my back on you again. So we'll again take this to the right hand. This time we're going to open the palms outward. And then when you lift the foot, you're going to catch the inner ankle. So my thumb's facing upward, my eye of the elbow is facing out. I have a nice grip on the ankle. The chair is just here for support, or the wall is here for support. So you're going to push the foot into the hand. The chair is here for support. Lift it as far up and back as you possibly can. And then square the 4 corners of the torso. Shoulders, hips, pull the low belly in. Look straight forward, and if you'd like, you can lift the hand away from the chair or jump to, and pause in that dancer's pose. Bring the hand back to the chair or the wall, and then shake it out again. We'll do the second side. So again, the hands are turned open. There's no twisting. The palms remains here like a platter, And we catch the inner ankle, so the left foot. Push the foot into the hand, raise it straight up and back. Full extension. Standing leg might have a micro bend in it, and then push the floor away. Pull the ribs in, extend one arm out, holding for 3 breaths. Make sure the leg's not splaying open, that's knee, the inner thighs are squeezing, and then we'll come back out, releasing, and shaking the legs out. Very nice. So we can keep the chair here. Let's just stand a little closer. You can also use the wall. The wall works very nicely as well. I'm going to cross the, let's see, just go off the, so we're on the left leg again. Right ankle is going to cross the left thigh, and we're going to take a seat. Now, if your chair is not very stable, it's wobbly, don't pull it back. Push on it straight down, just to support and create some stability in your own body. Notice my knee is not forward, it's actually right over the ankle. So my hips are broad and wide and way back. And if you like, you can take it a little bit deeper. Not to really get in the hip. Hold 3, hold 2, resting the forehead on the back of the chair, feels super awesome. Hold 1, and then I'll take the hands back to the top of the chair and come out slowly and gently and give it a little shake out. Second side. Cross left ankle over the right thigh. Sit straight back as if you're going onto an invisible chair. Yeah, if I let go of my abs, I'll probably fall backwards. Good. You can always uncross the ankle if you feel like you're going to fall backwards, but do give it your best shot at really getting the hips way back. Press straight down through the chair or on the wall. Wall can be quite supportive. Take it a little bit further. Even touch the floor if you like. Then we'll come back up. Slow. Hands to the chair. Glide up easily, both feet to the floor. And shake the legs up. You won't need the chair anymore. We'll set that off to the side. Come to the top of your mat. Inhale, bring it up, the arms overhead. Exhale, take a nice, easy forward fold. Knees bending. Step all the way back into a downward dog. And then come forward onto the hands and knees, chest and chin. And then release to the belly. And keep the forehead on the floor, the hands intact next to the chest. Inhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Pull the hands back as if you're sliding yourself forward. So shoulder blades draw on the back. Tops of the feet down. Hold 3. Hold 2. Hold 1. I want you to keep it here. Lift the hands and take them in a jet airplane. Now hold 3. Hold 2. Strong navel lifting towards the back thigh. Hold 1. And then we get to take it all the way down. Turn the head to one side and shake the hips out slightly. Full breath in, full breath out. There's a repeat of that posture. This time, the head, neck, and shoulders will lift here, and we'll also take the feet off the ground. Little squeeze of the inner thighs, hold it strong. Lift a little higher, inhale. Exhale, hold. Inhale. Lift a little higher. Get really firm. Push the center belly into the floor. And you're going to feel your abs tighten when you try to do that. And hold. Little glute action as well, for sure. One more breath. You can do it, you can do it. And then exhale, release, turn the head the opposite direction, shake the hips. And trying to watch that microphone so it doesn't tap the floor. And bring the hands next to the chest. Flip it all the way back into an Anapatasana, a heart melt. The hands come forward. The hips are going to stay just directly over the knees, and then gently move your way towards the floor at the forehead. And a little melting of the heart. Breath in, breath out. Wonderful. Slide the hands back, slide the hips back, and take a child's pose. And come all the way down here. And raise the forehead to the mat and take some deep breaths into the back body. If you feel any pinching at all on your knees, you could have something behind you like a pillow where you'd be up a little bit. Okay, be nice to your knees. You want to keep them for a long time. Maybe they're reproduction knees. Maybe that's some replacements, and that creates a bit of probably not as much mobility. That's okay. Let's come back here. Flip the feet around so we come to a seated pose. The legs out straight. Janu Shirshasana, so the right foot comes into the left inner thigh, and we make an L shape with the legs, essentially. In the side plane, the frontal plane, we'll just plant the back hand, the right hand, and reach the left arm up and over. And then we'll take it forward to the shin, and the right arm comes up and over. Back again. Exhale, hold. Inhale, center. And forward again. Exhale, hold. Nice. Inhale, center. Let's sweep the back hand all the way back. And take a big circle, half, almost a 180. We'll wide open, and then we'll 180 it, sandwiching the hands together. Inhale over the leg that is straight. Exhale, bow forward. Elbows bending. Heart, chest, chin coming towards the knee. Janu would be the knee, and Shirsha would be the head. Janu Shirshasana is head essentially to the knee pose. Sometimes I like to call it head gazing up the knee pose. So your choice, wherever you're at, is perfect for you. You want to be feeling not only the hamstring, but some opening of the QL, the side body, the spine, the lats. Oh, a lot going on there. Yummy. Bring it back to center. Let's step your bent knee over the straight leg. And hug it in. Lifting through the sternum. And then exhale, wrap the spine or twist the spine as you wrap the elbow around the knee. And look behind again. Anchor the sit bones into the earth. Pull the low belly in. And see if you can float the back arm forward. Holding. Anchor the front ankle into the side of the left leg, and then see if you can float the left arm forward. And both arms come overhead, so we unwind, looking straight ahead. Exhale, open the knee and take the elbows forward again. This is the third time we've come to this type of position. The figure four, hands on the elbow, or I'm sorry, hands on the ankle, elbows are on the shin, or maybe the hands are on the shin and you're leaning forward. You have a lot of options here. And then we'll lock it back up. Release the right leg all the way down. Take the left leg in. Spin so the inner sole of the foot is to the inner thigh. Readjust. So you want a big wide L shape here. My back's almost to you. I'm going to lean to the back side. Right arm elevating. Come back to center and then take it forward to the straight leg. Inhale straight up. Exhale back. Inhale straight up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. And then open the heart, making a 180 with the arms. They're exactly opposite each other. And then rotate through the waist and close the hands together. We're going to take it forward. Head to knee pose, head gazing at knee pose. Pause for a breath, inhale, exhale, deepen it. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Take this at a pace that's comfortable for your own body. I'm not trying to get the head to the knee. I'm actually more attempting to get this hip to the thigh. So the bend is clear back up here, not in the waist, but in the hip. I'm rotating over the femur bone and the hip socket, come forward. And then we'll bring it back to center, taking the bent leg and step across the straight leg. Inhale, enjoy that nice tall lift. Exhale, wrap it around. So we're going to look to the left shoulder. Reach the left arm back. When you're anchored down into the sit bones, lifting out through the spine, then anchor left ankle into the thigh or the side and reach the right arm. Okay. Alternatively, you could keep them on the ground. There's no reason to do this if it compresses the spine at all. From here, take the arms overhead, lifting up tall, exhale, open the left knee. Now, some friends would probably enjoy a block underneath the side of the foot. I didn't show that on the first side, but I want to give you some options here. Inhale, lift through the spine, exhale again. It's a forward fold. And what's stopping us from going all the way over is possibly the hamstring, possibly the low back, possibly the hip. So wherever you're feeling it in any of those areas is probably where you're most tight. Just celebrate it, breathe into it, acknowledge it. It's there, it's what it is. And it's all part of the beauty of movement. One more deep breath. Maybe take it a little bit further if you possibly can. And slowly walk the hands back up to center. Bend the knees and lie on your back. Putting the knees right into the chest. Just take the knees in a circle motion. We ended up doing dancer pose after all today. It was pretty nifty. Let's go in the other direction. It wasn't quite in the plan, but it happened anyway. And then we'll drop the knees over to your left, bringing the elbows wide over to the left. And I really prefer to do this with a block supporting the knees. And when we come over, there's a resting spot for the top knee. And sometimes it's nice to even have
A blanket under the thigh. Make this as comfortable as you'd like. Even more so like yumminess. You'll get more out of it if it's fun and yummy versus it being a chore and not so delightful, right? We're here, we might as well do a little check-in with the self-care. So I'm going to bring the knees back to center. And then you'll see this from the right side as I drop the knees over. I'll just pull the blanket around, place it as like a platform for my legs to rest upon. So if they're hanging out right here, our low back's really not releasing. You want the knees all the way down. However that happens, maybe you have another block underneath the knee. Shoulders are on the earth. And then we'll give the head a gentle roll side to side. Not a turn, it's a roll. The head never leaves the surface of the floor. And it rolls like a ball, like a bowling ball. About the same weight too as a bowling ball. Okay, bring the head and the knees back to center. You're gonna remove the block. I'm gonna take this into Shavasana. Legs come to the earth. This is a 60-minute class. We're going to take a couple minutes in Shavasana here. And to get grounded, take the feet, plant the heels, and then pump the toes forward and back so the whole body gets the movement. That's maybe 10 or 20 of those. And then you're going to release it. And relax it. Let the legs release towards the floor, your arms come out, and whatever you'd like to place over the body, maybe a blanket, maybe that makes you feel more supported and it can really cocooned up. And the arms relaxed at your side. Full breath in, full breath out. This is the pose of all poses. Peaceful pose, integration pose, Shavasana. Release, relax, 30 more seconds. Really let yourself give way, give in to the floor. Lengthen your next in-breath with the rise of the belly. Awaken and arise. Breath through the body, send it to the extremities, moving your fingers and your toes, ankles and wrists.
Gently bring the knees to the chest, roll to one side in a fetal position, and help yourself to seated pose. Seated, nice, easy, hands at heart center. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Acknowledge and honor the strength, the intuition, the experience that you have in your own body and mind. In a way of just giving yourself an acknowledgement or gratitude. I'm so grateful for stepping into my power, for moving clearly into joyful state, finding clarity and purpose in what I'm doing, whatever intention is. A deep breath in, exhale through the mouth, and then we'll take another breath in, ending in the sound of Om. Breath in. Thank you for attending. Facebook friends, YouTube friends, and those live friends here with me on Zoom. Namaste. You can stay on. Pause the video and we can have a little chat. 1 second.